What's going on, everybody? I'm Craw. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If it's a return trip, thanks for coming back. If you're getting value out of these, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss future content. Today, we're going to be talking all things stabilizers, lubing them, clipping them, band-aid mods. Without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, you gotta take them apart. They just snap apart, easy peasy. Couple little pieces. Main bar here. Be using some Novelkeys 205G0. Before we lube them, let's go ahead and clip them. There's two little tiny feet with the points on them. Easy to see. You're gonna need some kind of cutters. I use these. Pick something up like this on Amazon. As always, I'll leave links for you. Cut. Cut. Make sure it's all flush on the bottom. Other side, same deal. These particular stabilizers are the stock drop stabilizers. I'm using these more for a demonstration than anything. I don't recommend keeping these in your keyboard. If you buy a drop keyboard, their keyboards are super nice. Their stabilizers are super not. So that being said, we got both of those cut. Now let's get to the lubing part. Real easy. Use a little bit bigger brush than the one we use for switches because you don't have to be as precise with this. You want to get it up inside of here. And no need to be stingy with it. You're going to be filling up that space, quieting these guys down, taking some of the rattle out of them. Well, normally that's what you'd be doing. These particular guys here, not a whole lot of help for them. But if it's what you got, it's what you got. I wouldn't say to get rid of them. Just replace them at your leisure. There's some really affordable sets out there. Even if you just go with like a stock Cherry MX stabilizer, get some MX Golds. I'll leave links to a few different stabilizers, the tools I use. These ones are kind of hard to describe how they go back together. Normally they have two little windows on one side and a single window on the other side. I will show you another stabilizer that has that. Nice generous coverage. That guy back in there. On to the bar. This is what connects the stabilizers together. Keeps them going. Keeps your keys from tipping side to side. You're going to want to generously lube up this little bar and come around this elbow just into here. It'll all make sense when we put her back together. So make sure you get around the corner of the elbow there. The bar goes in the hole. Maybe. There we go. Snaps right down. Give it a little twist. Make sure you got her all together. Other bar. Same deal. As far as the tuning part of lubing and tuning stabilizers goes, once you get this all back together and installed on your keyboard, if you don't like the sound, throw a little more lube on it. Same deal. And that's one clipped and lubed stabilizer. But as I was saying, I wanted to show you a little bit better quality stabilizer. This is a Novelkeys stabilizer. You can see it's got a clear center, which really isn't that big of a deal, but let's take this apart and see what makes it different. These are what make it different. Already flat bottoms, no little legs to click on your PCB. These are already factory clipped. You can see there's 2 little squares, so this is the front. This big single square would be the back when you're putting it together. Come with these nice housings. We'll reassemble this guy. Make sure you see the 2 squares, that's your front. The majority of stabilizers, even Cherry MXs, will have the 2 and the 1. There you go. These are my personal favorite. Come in a nice kit. Get enough of them to do a whole keyboard and then some. So you can't go wrong there. And that is Lubing Stabilizers and Clipping Stabilizers. Really goes a long way to quieten down that keyboard, especially your space bar. Takes a lot of the rattle out of that. Real quick and easy mod. Even if you don't have the time or patience to sit down and lube all your switches, you can knock out all your stabilizers in not too long at all. 10-15 minutes maybe. Also, if you don't want to use the krytox, I get it. They don't really give it away. I've also done stabilizers with SuperLube. Grab that at any hardware store. Works awesome. That's how I started off, balling on a budget. I still use it for some of my builds. Alright, one last quick pro tip. You get your board all put back together, you got your stabilizers lubed and tuned, and you're not happy with it. Or maybe you've got a soldered board and you can't get the stabilizers out, but you want to lube them. Here's what we're going to do. SuperLube, that's what I used on this one, so that's what we'll continue to use. And a small syringe. I'll leave a link so you can pick one of these up. Fill her up. Get right down in there. Oops. And there you go. Quick tip. I got that one from Teja. If you haven't seen Teja Types on YouTube, you should definitely check him out. He goes way deep into the weeds on mechanical keyboards. Very, very informative. Highly recommended. And there's our quick tip. There it is. All things stabilizer. Hopefully I was able to help you out, get your keyboard sounding a little bit better, provide you a little bit of value. If I did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what kind of stabilizers you like and what you've done to them. And until next time, stay chill.